Alright everyone, welcome back. This is video 3 and we are going to be learning how to grade an assignment or grade an activity on Echo today. If you watched video 2, we went ahead and created an assignment. So we're going to go ahead and grade that. So let's just go to activities here. And again, this is our test class. So we'll click on activities and we will see, yep, there it is. That was our worksheet 1, or we named it 2.6 RSG. Again, something that you and the students would both know what that assignment was, obviously to eliminate confusion. You can click Overview, and this will again show you the assignment, what you've typed in as the activity description, or if you put in a link to a Word document or to a Google Doc, that would be shown here as well. Here, work is submitted online, and you can only submit once. It shows the grading. We assigned 5 points in 3 different categories. And so now we want to grade it. So we can go to Work and Assessment right here. Echo went ahead and added a new Work and Assessment. This might look a little bit more similar to Aries, but ultimately they're both the same. I just go with the original Work and Assessment here. Okay. Now, we are going to be grading. Again, I just have 2 students in my test class, so this shouldn't take very long. So status, we want to look at all. You might be able to filter this later. Which ones have not yet been graded? Maybe if some are turned in late. Which ones have been submitted, resubmitted, submitted late, or incomplete. Again, very important to save at the top. You can mark all as 100%. Maybe, again, teacher personal preference. And then lastly, before you leave this page, we want to publish the grades. This is going to notify the students, if they have their notifications turned on, that they have a new grade. Or this will notify the students on their NVUSD account that a new grade has been posted for them. So we can go through here and we can assign points. Danny's collaboration was 5, his oral communication was 5, his written communication was 5. Maybe Kylie turned her assignment in late. Maybe you want to note that to yourself. Her collaboration was 5, her oral communication was 5, and her written communication was 3. Maybe that wavered just a little bit. This late notification does not affect the grade. It just notifies you that the assignment was turned in late. We then are going to save this. And it'll say last saved across the top. And then we want to publish grades. And then again, that gray box will pop up letting you know you did publish the grades. Notice if you decide to, something was not right, you didn't like how you scored this, or maybe you wanted something to be weighted more, you can unpublish the grades. That would remove them from the student's view. Alright, once I have this, I then like to, I double check that I saved it, the grades are published, and now I'm done. I can go to the gradebook here if I'd like, and I can see here I have 2 students, this is the class summary. I have 2 students enrolled, none of them have below 70% in the class. Total for my whole class, 100% student, or so far 100% of people have reached all the points in collaboration. Same with oral communication. And then that written communication for overall the class is at that 80%. I could go down here at the bottom and I'll see all of the students listed. And I see that Danny has a grade of an A, which is what we set up that first A, that grading scale. He has 100% in the course. Kylie right below him has a B because she has that 87%. There's no points in agency yet. Notice those are starred, or that knowledge and communication. But then here we can see in those breakdowns what percent they've received in those other student learning outcomes for each of those students. All right, class reports. If you want to click down here, you can look at a summary report, a class roster, similar to what you could do in Aries at this point as well. If there is another assignment or another activity, you could go back to activities here and then find it on these current dates here and update it that way. If a student turns in an assignment late and you're accepting it, another way to do that is to go to the gradebook here and you look at all of your students. You can find them. Again, you can type it in, find that student a little bit faster. And if you click on the individual student, it will give the student summary across the top, and then you'll be able to see these breakdowns. If you want to go in and change the grade or maybe add a grade at this point, click Grade All, and that'll prompt you to be able to change these grades. Maybe her assignment wasn't late, you just lost it. You could click it then. So you can still go into the individual students. We'll press save before we leave and update their grades that way. And go back to the gradebook, and we'll see again that we're at the class summary, and then here are the grades there. All right, you're all set. You've now graded an assignment. You have created it and graded it.